someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. 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 Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe, never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack, where my at? Take an L and try to double back, we ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap, I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I got game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up?
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down right around the 25.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. This defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need 2. Here's third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Cowboys are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Sliding out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll look to throw here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now a throw here, hauled in. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
What a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. Finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. A good return there, 17 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That is caught by Lamb. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Certainly not.